G'day guys, just checking, can you hear me? If you can, just type into the chat section that you can hear me, and as soon as I can see that the sound check has worked, I'll go live with you. It's not going to be a real long one. Just wanted to point out something I think was pretty beneficial for you guys. Okie doke. Just a second. All right, good stuff. A little delay there. It looks like you can hear me. So what I'll do is I'll throw that up. G'day. Saturday afternoon here in Sydney. I've just come back from the beach and thought I'd go through and show you guys a few things. One thing I've just done is I have amended my stop on my Bitcoin trade. I'll show you what that looks like. I'll also show you why on Wednesday, which was this day back here, I did a podcast on the TraderCobb crypto show that said something along the lines of get ready because it could be hectic, or it's about to get hectic, or something like that. It was much more to do with the bullish sentiment. Now, that was when price was down here, okay? And I wanted to talk you through why I got ahead of this move and why I was able to get my pound of flesh out of it, so to speak. Because I did cop a bit of flack. People kept telling me it was going to break lower, it was going to 8,500 for sure. People were certain of it, and that's fine. I get things wrong too, but I also get things right a lot more than I get them wrong. And I just wanted to sort of see if I could. I guess I can't teach you my 13 years of experience. That doesn't work. I can teach you what I look for. I can teach you what I've learned over those 13 years to help to progress your trading, career to speed up. But I can't teach you. I can't just go, upload to you 13 years of watching the charts effectively. But what I can do is I can show you what I was looking at. And if you go back in, you can actually see that. Did I do it as a recording on YouTube? I can't remember. But it's definitely in the podcast. What I was saying was that price over here, for example, this was our low at 9,077. This low was above 9,100. Now that was one little tiny thing, small, not major. But what I do when I'm trading, I've got checklists and I'm looking to add probabilities. I'm not just looking for a trade. I'm looking to add probabilities to give me a directional momentum, to give me a bunch of different things that help me to make my decision. Now, if I look at this here, okay, well, it didn't get down through those lows. 9,000 were the old highs of 2019 prior to, of course, this push up. I wouldn't be at all surprised, and I also mentioned this in a podcast, that I wouldn't at all be surprised to see by the end of August us achieve new 2019 highs. I think it's looking very strong at the moment. A few more things need to occur, don't get me wrong, before I really back that even more, but so far so good. Here's what I'm looking at. We failed to meet this low. We did see some conviction selling through here. The daily after that didn't show me a great deal, apart from the fact that the candle started to get a little bit confused. Now, for me, it should have been, if we're going to see further selling, we probably would have seen it, because typically when Bitcoin comes off, it does come off quite well. It's slowed down here. Now, if I just jump down to the 4-hour time frame, not the 2, but the 4, actually, I won't do it on this because that's where my trade lies. I'm a bit messy there. I have my lines in there. I jump to the 4 here. What I was saying was a lack of conviction. Okay, and what I mean by conviction is good directional flow that's relatively predictable. There was a short back here off of 11,000. That was a good trade, a tradable trade. Now, a lot of my members got that. I did not, because I was at an event and I wasn't able to get the order on. Conviction sell. Then I took this trade here off of 10,000. This was the first sign for me. Took this short off of 10,000, exactly the same trade as here, more or less, and got stopped out. Actually made a loss on that one. Then what I saw was it just got messy. I was like, okay, some momentum going on here. Then it got messy. And really, this low here was a spike. So the higher low is a little bit higher. I know that's the higher low here, but it was just a quick, it wasn't a massively fast spike. It did go down and up over the period, I think about an hour and a half. But look at how messy it started to get. Gone was the conviction that we saw through here. The conviction here was light, and then it just got messy. Now, when charts tend to get messy, we can see the opportunity for a reversal of trend. Couple that with the fact that it was back at nearly at 9,000 into old 2019 highs. And, I'm just doing little ticks here. Excuse me, little ticks of positivity. That's why around here, I was suggesting that, we looked more bullish. And it was as we broke up through this point here, that's when I was really alert. Now, what I do when I'm trading is I look to try and find high probability outcomes. Now, if I take you through here, this is a cradle trade that I took and I put it out to everybody. It was the first. I'm just going to drop this in because it needs to be spoken of. This level is 10,200 region. There was 2 tests which are resistance. Okay, there was definitely resistance there. What I could see was that, this was the first pullback in what became this 2-hour uptrend. A beautiful little pullback in here, bullish candle. I didn't actually get filled on this candle. I got filled over here. This was Friday evening. From there, 1-to-1 achieved pretty quickly. I wasn't awake for that. I was in bed. I didn't have an order in there because with BitMEX, I can use an order to take me out of part of the position to scale me out, but then my stop stays the same. It doesn't amend. So I left it, got up in the morning. It was something around here or here, somewhere up here that I closed the first portion of the trade. So I got a lot more than 1-to-1. But my plan is to run this thing, I mean, there's a higher low here. So my entry was the break of this level. My stop loss was underneath here. And now my stop is up to here. So it's a multiple of, I don't know, it looks roughly like 4. I haven't done the exact calculations. I don't really care. But it's a really nice entry. So it's about combining the higher time frames and looking for entries where you can find it. Now, I did put the message out there that because this was getting long ahead of 10,000, i.e. a round psychological number, and also some resistance up here, that I was going to minimize my risk. And I did. I took a 0.5% risk on this trade. Fantastic outcome. And again, once again, this was I closed out what was it? I took XRP Bitcoin last Friday and took my profit, took half of the trade off the following morning, the Saturday morning before my course that I was running in Sydney. That's why my voice sounds a little bit funny, if you've noticed that. 2 full days in Sydney last weekend teaching it in person. That's what that is. Full booklets and everything. So my voice is still a bit strained. I think it went a bit hard. Got Brisbane coming up this weekend. If you are around the area, then get your ticket. Just go to TraderCobb.com. But more or less, what I did that this week was closed XRP Bitcoin. It was about just a slight touch more than 1%. I got stopped out of another trade and obviously locked in a great profit here on Bitcoin. So again, it's been a great week, but it's knowing when to be patient and knowing when to stay out. And then knowing when to attack. And that's, I guess, what traders need to do. You don't need to be trading all the time, guys, to be doing well. So, guys, that'll do me. I want to give my voice a bit more of a rest. Those in Brisbane, I'll see you next week, and I can't wait. And, take it easy, guys. I thought that would be beneficial. I really hope it was. See you very soon. Bye for now.